Hello everybody and welcome back to Spintires Mudrunner, and in today's episode we are going to be touring the map Karta Zyuratkul, whatever it's pronounced as. It's about as close as I can get. And we're going to do it in the log truck because I've actually been logging this map. I do that occasionally, but not as much as I'd like. I never seem to have any time. And yeah, I'm in the KAMAZ 65228. I took around that stupid wheel. It does make things a lot more difficult. Will it make it in one? Yeah, we did. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't hang up on the... And made it in one. That must be a rare occurrence. Yeah, I need to move forward a little bit. And we shall put 8 points on there, and let's see, where do we want to go? Just basically have to do all the way around here, including past a really tight spot there, and then just come up, back up to, all the way back up to the starting point. Apparently this map can be done in B130, because that's what its default vehicle is. So actually I think I'll put some fuel in it before we go anywhere. Just what I like about that trailer, it holds a lot of fuel. It's something we need a lot of. And yeah, most of this trip's going to be in first or second gear at best, especially with this amount of weight. Yeah, this is a pretty rough trail, and I don't think it was really intended for trucks this size to come down it. So there's a few really iffy spots where I have to go be really careful, or worm around stuff, including one where I actually can go with the load. I can go under the tree, but when running empty I have to try and go cross country around it. I'm not sure why that is. Still, it's a lot less frustrating. I mean, if I couldn't get through under the load, I don't think I'd be able to get around it because of the hill. I just need to carefully this around here and get back on the road. Just one of several points that really the trailer does not like that. This is probably better sorted to a rigid truck where you're not pulling a trailer, or maybe a small drawbar trailer where you sort of have a bit more flexibility. Although this is a lot easier to back up, and you really need to do that for at least one unloading point. Of course I've already done that one. Anyway, all but one of the cloaking points, or whatever they call them now, I still can't remember the new name for them, I sometimes hear them referred to as points of intelligence, are on this road anyway, so it's not much reason to do the usual way of doing it. And I'd like to keep things fresh. Plus I just don't want to play this map again, you know, spend all this time logging it and then do it again just to show it off. And yeah, this is one of the faster bits of the map. Unfortunately with this ground I can't really hold third gear with the load on the back of this. The only pavement is the area around the garage, and there's a sort of a road running off the corner of the map. And, you know, whoever, the guy who made this map, I don't have their name handy, it's been a lot of trouble to make this look like a real place, so the roads actually go places, and just, a lot of them lead to the edge of the map, like they're going somewhere else. Now I need to come up here. Turn tight. Tight. Better path. Not hit that tree. And generally just keep this thing moving. Because there are some real tight spots, or rather there's an option of taking a tight route that's easier, or a muddier, harder route that's straighter. In fact, there's going to be one of them coming up shortly. Right after this intersection to one of the logging mills. And that'll be the start of the long first gear section that I was referring to. As you can see, I've travelled 17 kilometres. I'm not sure if that's total with all vehicles or just in this truck. And yeah, I can actually get the truck around that bend there, but it's like 10 minutes of fooling around with the winch. Just quicker just to come through here. And generally just keep it floored. And will it stall because I've been through here once before like this. As you can see, this truck has a lot of grip, so it doesn't really bog. And I think in the video where I took it across the flood, I did try drowning it and found it could go pretty deep before it did. So this truck probably has options that are on this map that I haven't even found yet. Seeing as I've been sticking to the roads, well, at least in this. You do have to unlock the garage, and one of the vehicles is a 968. I had a bit of fun recovering one of the other 969s. There's 3 969s and a 968. And I was towing the 968 behind one of the 969s and I kept rolling it. And then salvaging it with the 968, which is certainly not what you'd expect. We're coming up to the annoying bit. So you can see the crossed over trees there. Going the other way, I actually cannot get this truck through, although for some reason this way it will sort of just fit. But I do have to loop around to the left of that tree, which is quite difficult. Now, I think I'll try and bring that around like this, and just follow my own tyre tracks. I'm going to keep to the right as much as possible. Let's see if it bogs. No, as you can see. Now that's the hill here, and then there's the turn off for the next mill. And you can sort of see where I've been working it over the edge of that hill there, and it's a bit of a battle, otherwise the trailer gets hopelessly hung up. Yeah. And as I was saying earlier, you know, recovering vehicles with the 968, you basically have to wedge it against something so that it doesn't get dragged around. Because of course it is probably the most feeble vehicle in the game. And it only worked because the 969 isn't really all that much heavier. Now, looks like this point of turn will be about there. And hey, I made it around in one go for once. And that was not a good idea. Yeah, there's drop-offs on either side, and I'm having trouble adjusting the camera while steering. It's always been a bit of a difficulty with the wheel, as I sort of have to choose between tuning it or actually using the controls on it. You sort of can't touch at it like the normal controller. But I do wish they would put manual and on the normal controller, and that track off to the right goes to another log mill and fueling point. Of course I carry a lot of fuel on this thing, but I still had to fill up twice. And I should take a lot of care along here because some of these bumps and that are quite deceptively deep. This area is not so bad. All the trees, I do have a bit of trouble seeing where I'm going. So it's actually quite a very detailed map. It's, you know, not your typical roads or anything. So it's very well done. And this is actually turning into a decent length video. Now I just got to try and remember where the road actually goes, because as you can see it sort of blends in with the terrain quite well. That? Was that my headphones? Great, I really didn't need that. And just work through here. This is where I rolled the 969 for a second time. And then I wedged on the left between those trees there. Wedged the 968 in there and then was able to drag it upright. And then I had to drag the 968 out because it had gotten stuck. Now the road goes to the right here, doesn't it? Yes, it does. There we go. Don't get stuck. And I cannot see. Another hole in the ground. Alright, last intersection. As you can see, that road just ducks off to the edge of the map. Over there, and we're going this way though. And we have to take this little turn off around here because otherwise we're going to get well bogged because there's rocks, like a rock falls come down and crash that route. Though if you've got a lot of winching and some time you can get through there, but why bother when you can just come down here. There's also the turn off to the garage up ahead. We won't be needing that because there's no damage and we've got plenty of fuel. You know, still have the full tank on the trailer, less what I put in it. But, ooh, that got a little rough. Might want to take this a bit slower. And then we're on the final stretch. But yeah, I do believe this map can be done in like the ZIL 130, because that's the default truck for this map. There's 5 of them. I'd say it'd be a slow trip. Well, even slower than this. I'm of course taking it easy because I'm paying attention to what I'm saying rather than what I'm driving. Right, we're nearly there. And so far I haven't damaged it. Of course that'll probably end up being famous last words. There's a lot of rocks around here. That is a big tree. Now hopefully the trailer doesn't get hung up. So we do run quite trees here and rocks on one side and trees on the other. There's one of the 130s at the start. And then we finally just come up here. I don't think I've actually driven up here before. Or did I bring one of the 969s I think was up here? That's about the only thing I've done up here. And that, as they say, is that. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please leave me a like. If you want some more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel for more daily videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in Spintires Mudrunner. So yeah, that took me nearly 3 hours and 26.5 kilometers of driving. Alright, I'll see you next time.